morning, beautiful people, or afternoon, whenever you're watching this. It's been a while. Welcome back to In Divine Time Tarot with your girl, Myra Reeds. Actually, been wanting to post a reading for some time, but life has just been lifing. So, this reading is for people who have been feeling a little confused about where they need to go. You know where you need to go, but it's like how I saw it in this kind of like vision that I had was, imagine a person standing right here, and there are two roads that are spread out from this person. This person is just looking down each road. They know which road to take, like gut instinct, but they are scared for whatever reason to take it. So let's see what the cards are saying. Got a lot of swords coming out here. I'm not doing pals like I normally do because this came through as a very clear message to me about what we should do. Ooh, some more. Okay. There are a lot of you that are going to make or may make this choice out of fear. This choice is going to be made off of past experiences. So let's say, for example, that I grew up in an unstable home, or I've never had a partner that's treated me right, or I've never really had the career that I wanted. And an opportunity comes up for me to get the thing that I want, right? Instead of me believing in myself, because I can do it, right? I can do it. You can do it. Instead of me believing myself and taking a chance on myself, um, I don't. I take the route that I normally take. I take one that is comfortable, familiar. I kind of know what's at the other end. It's not too scary. It's like I take the same path that I always take, and then I expect a different outcome. And then when I don't get it, I'm like guarded, and I'm angry, and I'm sad, and my emotions are all over the place. And I feel like, oh man, you know, I knew I should have never made this decision. I regret this decision. I knew I should have gone with my gut and had a new beginning and followed something that was unpredictable, right? Like I didn't know the end, but this was the beginning of something new, of a new experience, of a new journey. Um, but I didn't take a chance on myself. And Spirit is telling us that you have the option to start this new journey. Like you have the option to do this, but for whatever reason, you are feeling like I said, with those two roads, right? This makes perfect sense now why I saw it like that. With those two roads, your spirit is telling you, like, don't choose the road that is well traveled for you. Like meaning like the road that is well traveled from the choices that you've already made, right? If you've already dated a person like this, don't date another person like this and expect a new beginning, something great to happen. Don't expect that, right? Expect chaos, expect disappointment, expect sorrow, expect loss, expect to feel like you got to be on your guard, because that's exactly what you're going to have to be, because you've already made this decision, right? You've made this decision before, and you know it never turned out in your favor. So to make that decision again and to expect a different result, what do they say? Like to do the same thing over and over again and expect a different result is insanity. Baby, don't do it. So let's just pull some additional cards right here, because this is not just like, you're not a bad decision maker, right? You are just making decisions from a place of, first of all, trauma, And you're also making a decision from the place of fear of moving forward, even though you want to move forward, which is the crazy part. Like you want to move forward, but it's like this thing that is just in you that is making you feel like you have to make the same choices because you know what's on the other side of it. And to be honest, like that's how human beings are, you know? Like we like predictability. Human beings love predictability. We don't necessarily like change. Change is something that we have to grow to like or adjust to or whatever, but it's not, I would say it's not the norm for human beings. But let's pull some additional support cards. So I'm going to be using Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle deck and also the Chakra Energy deck. Um, I really like working with that deck because it tells me like exactly kind of like where the blockage is and where, you know, we need to work, etc., etc. I use it personally for myself quite often, when I'm feeling like, you know, like a little off, maybe a little like I have a blockage somewhere and I need to kind of like figure it out. Another way to tell that though is through meditation. Um, and you can actually do a body scan to figure out where you feel this blockage at. Okay, hold on 1 second, y'all. There's too many cards. Spirit, can you let us know what advice you have for us on choosing the path that is well traveled with our mistakes or choosing a completely brand new plan? Don't be afraid to sing. Think first before you judge. That think first before you judge part. And you know what's crazy? That ain't even talking about like judging somebody else. That's talking about judging yourself from your past mistakes and things that you've done and things that you've um, and things that you have thought. That comes from you being too hard on yourself. Don't be afraid to sing. I know, baby. Taking a whole new path can be extremely scary. It can it's really scary like not knowing what to expect on the end or like having no idea of how things are going to turn out. That is a very scary feeling, but spirit is advising you to take the leap, to believe in yourself, to trust your decision, right? To trust your gut instinct, to trust your discernment. And spirit is also telling you that you deserve a sweet life. You deserve a sweet life. And we're all just stardust. We're all just connected to one another, to the universe, to divine. And if you need assistance, you can always ask. You can always ask your guides and your ancestors and your angels to guide you and to help you to make this decision along the way. Oftentimes, we feel like when we take roads that are new, that we are alone on this thing, right? That we're just out here by ourselves. But Spirit wants to let you know that you are never alone. You're never alone. You are connected to everything, and everything is connected to you, including Spirit, including the divine, including your ancestors, your lineage. They love you. Oh, okay. Let's pull the last deck. I was about to get emotional, y'all. Y'all know how I be getting sometimes with these readings. They be making me want to cry sometimes when the emotion comes through so strong. But anyways, let's pull the last deck, which is the Chakra Energy deck. Love this deck. It feels so good to be doing a reading for you guys again. I feel like I haven't done this in so long. So much in my life has changed. I don't believe that it has changed for the. I don't believe when people say, like, oh, my life has changed for the worse. No, my life has changed because for whatever reason it needed to change, even if I don't understand it, even if it feels uncomfortable. Sometimes, your life changes so that it can get better, even if that means it has to crumble. And girl, Let me tell you, I've been through some things on this hiatus, y'all. But that's okay. That's okay. All for that new beginning, right? All right. So I have to shuffle those real quick, y'all. It's a lot of these cards. Anyways, so let's look at where we need to examine ourselves at. So, Spirit, can you let us know where we need to check in with ourselves when we are feeling insecure about choosing the path that we know is the right one for us? Mm-hmm. Root chakra. Knew that was going to come up. Do we have any more? Any more areas that we should be looking at? Heart chakra. I knew the freaking heart chakra was going to come up. I knew it. Okay. One more, y'all. One more. You know what? Crown chakra. Okay. So, your root chakra is your sense of security, right? Remember when I said earlier that some of us have childhoods that make make making our own decisions feel like we don't trust our own decisions, right? Maybe as a child you were never given the privilege of feeling like you can make a decision on your own. Maybe someone made you feel like you are incapable of doing that. So you don't have that solid confidence to make your own choice. And Spirit is telling you that like this is the area that you need to work on. For our heart chakra, right? Maybe in the past, as I said before, you have chosen the wrong partner, or maybe you have not loved yourself. Maybe you've always been hypercritical of yourself. I'm getting very much Virgo energy coming through with this. And Virgos are so loving, and so they can be so motherly, but sometimes they don't mother themselves. Sometimes they don't care for others as much as they care for themselves. And this could also be someone that is so used to putting other people before them that when it's time for them to come and choose a road that's for them, choose something that's solely for them, they feel guilt around it. They feel um, they feel like a sense of selfishness around it. I'm also getting, I don't know why a Taurus just popped in my head. So maybe someone has like a Taurus moon, or maybe they're a Taurus sun or Taurus rising. Listen, girl, I don't know. This stuff just comes into my head. Spirit just be dropping it in like pennies in a bucket. And then the last one is the crown chakra. And this is specifically going back to this feeling of connection, right? I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know what's going on with my voice. Spirit wants you to feel like you can call on me. Like I'm your homegirl. I'm your homeboy. You can call on me. Our relationship doesn't have to be like this distant thing where it's this one-way line of communication and like I can't hear you, or you can't talk to me, or you can't get a response to me. Spirit is letting you know, like, hey, like, babe, you can talk to me and I can also talk back to you. You just got to be in the right place. You just got to be listening. You got to be open to me so that I can communicate with you. And the communication may not come through as you expect, right? It may not be, like you getting a message in your ear like, hey girl, it may not be like that. It may be completely different. It may be a song, a particular part of a song that comes on the radio, and for whatever reason you done heard the song a million times, but this one particular verse or this one particular line just sticks out. Or you see something when you're driving, you see a billboard, or you see this set of repeating numbers that you never really noticed, or something that someone says to you, like you will know it when it happens, because most likely you'll want to second guess it. Don't do that to yourself, babe, because that is spirit coming through and connecting with you through your crown chakra. Okay. But that is it. That is the reading for this morning. I hope this message finds you well. I'm so happy to be back, to be doing readings. Um, I can't promise y'all that I'm going to do a reading every single day, because just scheduling, babe. But I'm gonna try to at least do a reading 3 times a week because I miss doing this so much, and like I didn't realize how much I miss doing this until I came back. So thank you so much for tuning in to this. I was about to say this episode, y'all. To this video of In Divine Time Tarot with Myra Reeds, and I will see y'all on the next one. Okay, bye.